OKFM 101.7.
Sir Obama, Executive Secretary, Alliance for Food Soldiers Advocacy. Afa. Na ye no drink go. Sir Obama me wache.
Yeah, media kwame chromatic kesiye.
Na woko de.
O station so na ye de no face. Hey, topic here.
Asemu.
What?
What?
Anyway.
Ya na ye di bia ye sedi o. Agie ni o. Edie nko a. Edie nko a. Ehu hia.
Amount for stress amount for be breathe. Sometimes say the massa so timi bem. I can wa enye
de. Na mame mrai. Na anu ada na mo ka se mampani ebeya enka na soafo ne appointees ne ade no on sacre mu kakra. But president yakasa for now dear no. So wutie mampani ne dia wa kanwa. Or say President Kufuor says he has no immediate plans of reshuffling his ministers. A president who was reacting to a call on him by some concerned group of persons to reshuffle his appointees said the output of his ministers was consistent with his expectations, and therefore there was no need to relocate them. What do you say?
Yo, near the kind, minchia wa pamfo na fe etiefo nyina na nkase Alliance for Food Soldiers Advocacy afa for the president's response and a reaction to the call for reshuffle no with some bit of disappointment. Indeed, yenim say 1992 Constitution no Article 78(1) and 79(1) no Emma the president the sole authority to appoint and dismiss as far as the appointees no are concerned. However, no press conference on July 29, 2022 no all that we said was that indeed we acknowledge the fact that president no now constitution no money to me say otimi higher na osam fire. However, no enka ye besre no say concerns are among for expressing, and these concerns are concerns beyond the full soldiers of the party. Indeed, these are concerns by the rank and file of the party across the country, from north to south, from east to west. Niobia party for eka has to do with the need for reshuffle. A dientina more call for reshuffle, and I dientina afa for call for reshuffle. The entire call for reshuffle, he said. Sabi Ebru Yaba Abemu in 2017 up to 2022 aye womu 6 years near na coming ya say omo a ye di too many show mo nsa say omo mani some areas of the governance structure no omo na ye keep omo in place besi samre na ye nyina so ye nim say yakoye nipa yi die ye koye nim no operate ni bem ye koye nim obi ne modern bo and the performance no it suit me and so on and so forth. Until there is that need to say from time to time wodi in Kenya strong could be ebeba governance no nasa in Kenya na are reflecting in the lives of the party people, are reflecting in the lives of Ghanaians in general. And these are the major concerns in here among for be they call it for reshuffle. And you would see say there is that kind of despondency and as a support our party for no in recent times because say party yenina na pray free opposition na ya na kukuru na party ya baba mu na koye say no just a handful of people be na as a aban no eba mo omunwa na omukita power ya up to now omo aka na for no mo aka no how are they going to feel? Let's not forget to say among for moto abama NPP, in fact registered members of NPP no ye dos nie pa and obia contributing quota in one breath or in one way or the other. Indeed, the president cannot make appointment to cover each and every member of the party. No, that is not going to be possible. However, no, omo contribute to play leading roles that sidelining as a man we shouldn't forget that they also have followers. they also have people who depend on them constantly. And if you don't have the power, how are you going to see to it? It says, in your various areas and now your various sector. No, almost with me, Abuano, almost na party no eniji abemu na honkika abemu na nse na be ya yakoto aba ye betimi e breaking 8 years ya bohu de group prepe. Like I said the other day, breaking the eight, you know, how we respond to the concerns of party members, how we respond to the sentiments of the party people, you know, will largely also contribute to our success in breaking the eight or otherwise. So for us in AFA, we feel in fact, we are disappointed with the president's reaction. But however, because
about why he sits as a president, and now was what he the American, but as a what was say was a group of persons like Mudiano was say his ministers, the output of the ministers, you know, is inconsistent with his expectations. A dear way I'm no cotton, while dear when I'm here free ho, and now okay. Be a more bontina moon.
You see, and Penfobu baby say, New Trasano, Yana, Onim say, they
Lecture.
Exactly.
And now the Ultrasan you watch.
It's Yeraman Penin dear. Sabe, ono orchestral honor. What I say, ono no only the team, no, ono only the party, no, ono only the government, no. And there are some areas we will hold no man. On to me, funny, a report. I mean, when you are the president, you only depend on reports that you'll be given because you cannot have your ears and eyes everywhere. It is not going to be possible. Among for around you, and we are saying that young grassroots for party members and sympathizers, we live with the people. We are with the people 247. And I can tell you, and in fact, those of you in the media who speak with politicians, especially in the NPP 247, you know this for a fact. Say the call for reshuffle goes beyond AFA and goes beyond Footsoldiers. In fact, that is the sentiment of the people from the top to down.
Me give me this say, and yes, say, will be a dibi to be soon so will be made dibi.
Not at all. That is not the reason behind the call for reshuffle. No. Me aya can say, the Russian-Ukraine war, COVID-19, the devastating impact of these two global crises are on the economy of Ghana and the economies around the globe. No, so daring say you need people to also bring new ideas. You need people who can also be innovative in their thinking, who can bring new policies, new direction, policy formulation. That is the responsibility of your appointees. They should help you formulate the policies. So if we continue to do the same thing over and over, certainly we cannot expect new results. Yet results for Frobia if we are going to continue, because in any event, if you say these appointees have performed outstandingly in the words of the president, the point is that if they have performed outstandingly, then one would expect, say, after winning us from the IMF program, then perhaps we should not even be going back to the IMF program again, because perhaps, I mean, they have so much weight of competence. Actions and inactions should not take us there again. But where do we find ourselves? You understand? So clearly, we are not saying that they have all failed as appointees. No, that is not the point. But we are saying that but there is that need to say, they should come and exhibit what they also have up their sleeves. More party, Ghana for. Because the point is that Ghana party for the Ghana for almost Ghana for. And this is all that we are calling for. Into yet say ma era mampenyi una tumi no eya constitution is very clear, as I indicated, as to who can appoint and dismiss appointees. However, say, reconsider your decision. It is in the interest of the party, it is in the interest of the government, and it is in the interest of the country. Into making this passionate appeal. Civil society groups, the clergy, everybody is clamoring for the need for reshuffle. I do not want to believe that if indeed the output measures the expectation as the president puts it, all these individuals, all these groups of people will be calling for reshuffle. Certainly that cannot be the case. I don't think that Obi be calling for reshuffle. And indeed, Obi I want to mean to no. But at least no, we need that reshuffle. Ne Emma in Kenya sunku bi Emra party no. Nema in Kenya sunku bi Emra or mine na man for Enya a new sense of hope, a new sense of direction. Say, oh, okay. Asemesi na na was our ministry way. Asemesi na na ye deputy minister way. Asemesi na na or ye MCE anas or ye DC way. This time you know, let's see near for na ye na be on so or the papa on board. Now, boy, at the end of the day, so the dependent shareholders and the performance, no, you are not satisfied within a space of that. You have every right to take the person and replace. So this is a passionate caller. After we have been making over time. Say, your best say say, indeed, the decision rests with him to hire and fire. But however, as stakeholders, we should also consider our plea and as a matter of urgency. On your reshuffle, in the interest of Nabine, in the interest of the NPP as a party, and in the interest of the country. And this is all that we are calling for. Footsoldiers, Omudi Yaupa. When you travel across the country and you look at the lives of Footsoldiers, you will realize the Footsoldiers, Omudi Yau, because for what reason they cannot understand, for what reason, and they will go around from ghetto to ghetto, from lorry station to lorry station, football pitch to the other, and then do campaign. And when the party comes into power, it's just only a handful of people who are given appointment, and these people will not even open their doors to allow them in, let alone listen to their concerns.
Ayi, me pacho me bo. Say ye shit. Said ye okay ya say Obama. Areas bay and as a bus say when the time is right enough for the president to do the reshuffle now. On for anyway.
Many are penny for Moana Mubu baby say, I agree more ye you with him. Also say, I come in on back open. Play, play, Obroniba say it has been jettisoned, the reaction. It will be inconsequential to go ahead and mention names and specific portfolios. And in any case, the point is that if you followed our press conference the other day, it is for a good reason to emphasize details none to John because when President acts on our plea, I better abontina. Na semesi ana obintia or ya pointi enko jina bebingasi afa for muna modemi to otanku we mu ana mu ye nti if we are going to do that in closed door when we are given the opportunity because look afa for we have a lot of intelligent researchers amongst us. We did a research, we did a survey with consultation BSA. So we have a comprehensive report as to Selfa Abia, this ministry, and why we are asking for a reshuffle or a dismissal. We have stated the reasons. We have an entire, like I said, a comprehensive report. We are only waiting for an opportunity to present this report. But because the thing has kind of been jettisoned, we cannot go ahead and put out any name. So I will crave your indulgence. Mepa hotel say a hot beer and car yadiba kunkon once. As and when Nase your tunes are free and say, oh, we will go and discuss with the appointing authority. And I'm sure when the action is taken, everybody will come to know. So these are the areas. And you see, let me make this point also before maybe you come in with your next question or we wrap up. The result of the last election, the 2020 election, the parliamentary election, you know very well that NPP lost 32 seats in parliament. We moved from 169 seats to 137 seats, but for an independent candidate who was with us and went for independent, by now Yasem Cry mobile, and you know that Yasem Cry in a way I am mobile in parliament. What were some of the reasons why we lost some of these seats? Then one of the reasons I identify as AFA researchers, they say there was some high level of disagreement and answer a non-cooperation between the various MMDCs and MPs, and in some cases the constituency executives. No, in fact, they were not seeing eye to eye. And because of that, you know, so the dimpo na ese way etia way now so no oye ni say ya ontia ne now so if you take some places ebia demolition or a clean up exercise be along the street to pave way for some activities way and for me way into the people no more party for no more idea or more to because there is no engagement because top for no air kono they and they punished us in the last elections. We do not want to repeat that same mistake again. I don't want to believe that any party member and any senior member now for that matter, the president will want to see us losing additional seats and maintaining our 137 and 138. We want to go beyond that. If for nothing at all, we cannot go back to our 169. We should be able to increase our number of seats in parliament from the current 137 to about 157. At least, we should be able to add 20 seats to it. That is what will give you a comfortable majority in parliament, and you'll be able to push government business. But if we are not able to do that, we are not able to listen to the cry of the people down there in the various districts and municipal assemblies. That kind of hope and I tell you, we will be laughing at the wrong side of our mouth. You remember, said Tama, 2020, a plan of the appointment of MMDCs. No, the party structure decided, say, okay, because of the previous experience, this time there should be constituency vetting committee, regional vetting committee, and national vetting committee. What was the brain behind? So that we could get the right caliber of people to put them in charge of these MMDAs, and metropolitan municipal and district assemblies. At the end of the day, some applicants who were even shortlisted did not have their names mentioned. In some cases, no, there are some places we know for a fact, say, National Vetting Committee recommended, let's say, 3 names. None of these 3 names even came up. Somebody whose name was not part of this list rather was chosen. But like I said, you see, that is subject to the Constitution. Because the Constitution is very clear on who can appoint and dismiss. No, you cannot force the president in that direction. But as stakeholders of the party, as members of the New Patriotic Party, yes, we believe it says the party need and Ghana for we think that some of these things we have to look at it. Say, when we are appointing people, we should appoint people who resonate with the party people down there. People who listen to the concerns of the party Footsoldiers, people who are ready and able to do according to Nia Ebebua party Nebebua Abaino. And when we do that, I can tell you, say, NPP is going to be in power for a very long time. But when we decide to treat with contempt the concerns of party Footsoldiers, Ghana for what we Yera Mahama, Saubekaya. Now, born to at a point in time in 2016, he thought, say, he was in a comfortable need, to borrow the words of Kukwanyido. He thought, say, Ghana for we cannot remember, like he himself said, and we have short memories, and he was living the kind of dead goat syndrome lifestyle. You saw what happened to him. The embarrassing defeat of all time since the inception of the 4th Republican Constitution at Yaba 92. President Mahama, former President Mahama, is the sitting president who suffered that kind of loss. Said he garnered just 44.4% of the total vote. Our opposition party came from nowhere to chalk 54% thereabouts. You see, that tells you that Ghana nino saying bufu and a party nini bufu ewonitimo on the D-Day, then he gets the opportunity and cast his vote against you. We do not want to see that repeating itself. The signs are becoming very clear day in, day out. This is why we are not relenting. We are not waiting. And we want to believe, say, the president and his government will listen to the cry and concerns of the Footsoldiers and accordingly reconsider his decision, do a reshuffle in the interest of the party, in the interest of the government, and in the interest of the country. This is all we are asking for as AFA members.
Meda se no pay. Meda se Obama from Pokuase. Were executive secretary Emma Alliance for Foot Soldiers Advocacy. Your friend Afa.
OKFM 101.7.